Daniel from Austria. I loved your movie clip. I loved seeing you outside in the mountains in Austria. So I wanted to ask you a question about how fair trade can be made more popular so that more people buy it and can help mitigate climate change and help people in marginalised communities. And I thought it was a great question. I guess it's just spreading the word, you know, among young people. It's about publicity and promotion and just drawing attention to it and the idea of it, and so that young people, when they look at what they buy, they really think about the standards that were involved in making the item of clothing that they are buying. It's a great question, and thank you very much for sending it in. And I hope that your accent sounds English, so I'm guessing that's where you're from. So you asked what makes Peopletree different from other fair trade brands. I guess what drew me to Peopletree is that, you know, not only does it have this kind of standard of, you know, making sure that the workers who make the clothes that they sell are given a fair price for their work. They also work to ensure that all of the cotton they use is organic, so they're not polluting the environment, and they're also committed to mitigating climate change. So they do three, you know, really, really important things. I think that makes them kind of stand out from other brands. They really do everything. They really are committed to helping people and the environment, and promoting fair trade as a whole, really. They're an amazing company, and I'm really pleased with the work that I'm doing with them, and yeah, I'm having a great time. Anyway, great question, and thank you for sending it in. Hello, Haruka from Japan. Thank you for sending in your message. You asked whether you thought fair trade was bigger among British students or American students. And I've been thinking about it. I honestly couldn't tell you. I think it's probably equally publicised in each country. Although I would say that I'm aware more of fair trade and ethical clothing in the UK than I am in the States. But then the States has a more kind of fair trade and organic produce. I haven't found so many American fair trade clothing brands yet, but I haven't been there as long as I've been in the UK, so maybe that's why. But yeah, a really interesting question, and thank you, and I hope that I do get the chance to. Hi, Julia. I really loved the video that you sent in. It's one of my favourites. Your bedroom seems really cool, by the way. I wanted to try my best to answer your question. You said that fair trade doesn't operate on a large economic scale, and you said that a lot of your friends were very cynical and very pessimistic, that fair trade actually makes a difference. And I mean, the biggest difficulty with this issue is that you can't really see the difference that it makes, because this is going on, you know, in third world countries, and you know, thousands and thousands and thousands of miles away from where you're actually buying what you're wearing. But what I would say is that, you know, fair trade, and particularly Peopletree, you know, it helps in lots of different ways. Whatever particular issue your friends might be interested in, whether it's climate change, you know, the clothes that are made, you know, that are handmade in the way that Peopletree's clothes are made, mean that they don't have, you know, they don't have a carbon footprint. Even that small thing, you know, will contribute and help mitigate climate change. So if that's an issue that they're interested in, then, you know, then that might be something, an argument that you might present to them if they're not convinced about it. What I would say for all the cynics and the pessimists is that I mean, yes, it probably won't ever be able to work on a massive financial and economic scale, but that it's something to aim for. You know, there's got to be something out there that has a golden standard that people are like aiming towards in terms of the standards of the way that they treat their workers, of the way that they're receiving a fair price for the work that they're doing, and you know, that is sustainable. You know, even if it can't reach that standard, it will still improve the lives of these workers through awareness and you know, I don't know, I hope that answers your question. Every little helps, like everything that you do helps, and if everybody cared a little bit more, then the world would be a brighter place. And I think it's worth buying fair trade if you can and if you have the choice, because it shows that you care about the people in the world, and I care about people in the world, and I hope other people do too. So yeah, thank you so much for the video, and yeah, keep buying fair trade.